I've got wood. Bonjour, my freaky darlings. I hope you're doing good. It's Benji here. Phoebe's literally here. You can see a bit of her head. You're a beautiful little head, baby girl. So this is another character chat. This video is going to be about the character of Lawrence Gilbert in Beautiful Night. Oh my gosh! Let's talk about Lawrence, because he's quite a dramatic character. So as usual, people, there is going to be no spoilers in this video. I'm going to discuss a little bit about Lawrence as he is as a person and how he relates to in the book, and then we're going to go through some random generated questions to find out a little bit more about him. So in terms of how Lawrence is in the books, we meet him quite later on in the books. He is the primary suspect of things going wrong in Beautiful Night. I'm not going to go into details, but every single wedding planner of Lucan Wedding suspects him because his character is very, let's just say, bohemian and rebellious and rambunctious. So it makes him the perfect suspect and candidate. Yeah! So Lawrence, we first meet him when he literally storms in on his motorbike. So a few quick facts about Lawrence. So his name is Lawrence Gilbert. I've got them all on my phone here, I'm so professional. He is a very, very, like I said, rebellious and rambunctious character. He is one of Lucan Wedding's wedding planners, Skylar Lucan's wedding planners. And he's very, this might be out of his character, people wouldn't know this about him, but he's a very avid chess player. Very advanced. And you wouldn't think someone as boisterous as him had the patience or the general personality to be able to think that logically and skillfully. But he does. One thing about his character, when he is, shall we say, in fighting mode, he is a very graceful character. That's how I kind of written him when he's in like the very action-based sequences and scenes. So if you think, I don't know, like really flowing movements, like even when he's armed with his weapons of choice, and he does know martial arts as well, so he flows very rhythmically and beautifully within combat. And he's not afraid of combat. That very much suits his character. Some more quick facts. So Lawrence is male. He's American. He has black hair, brown eyes, and white skin. He was born in 1993. So that makes him about 21 in the books. And he's quite short. He's 5 foot and 4 inches tall, so he is actually quite short. So we're going to go into some questions. Let's see if we can find out a little bit more about Lawrence. So, what is your character's high school stereotype? Right, so we can answer this because he is American, so Americans have high school, etc. We don't have that here in England. So his stereotype, I don't know, because he would kind of be, he's very boisterous, like the jocks or whatever, but he would never want to be popular. He's an exceedingly lone wolf, so he just would not care. So he would be one of the kids that just does not fall into the categorization at all. But people would just leave him alone probably out of fear. I was going to say respect, but no, it'd probably be fear. Can your characters sing? Do they like music? Do they often sing or hum or play songs in their head? Well, that's like a million questions, but yes, Lawrence can sing. That's the first time I've actually thought about it. He does like music, so he would like a music that's quite energetic, so probably death metal, maybe normal metal. If he's feeling a little bit more placid, maybe some classic rock. Don't know. We shall see. But no, he does sing, and he sings very powerfully. Shall we say that? Short man, very powerful voice. How does your character react or accept criticism? They don't accept criticism. Lawrence doesn't accept criticism in any form. In fact, any form of criticism, he's going to react very defensively, and by defensively, I mean offensively. Yeah, he don't like being criticised. Does your character have a pet? If so, describe. Yes, Lawrence does have a pet. His pet? A Chinese water dragon. Ooh! Why? Because dragons are extremely powerful creatures. It's got the name dragon in it. But a Chinese water dragon, if you know what I'm talking about, is a very graceful creature. Very beautiful creatures as well. Yeah, so that would be his pet of choice. That's his pet. Yay! Is your character comfortable with technology? Yes, he is. He has to be comfortable with technology in order to be a wedding planner for Lucan weddings. They are very high-tech required weddings. They're very, they're very high-end celebrity, A-list and royalty-based weddings. So the technology knowledge that every single wedding planner needs to have for Lucan weddings is of the highest quality. I often get that question in these character chats. It's really weird, it keeps coming up. Are they most likely to fight with their fists or their tongue? What you talking about? In what respect? As in like, fighting with their fists or their tongue as in like you punch something or you shut someone down verbally with spiteful words? Or are you talking as in fighting with their fists and then seducing someone to get your own way? We'll go with the first one. So he will fight with fists immediately, but he will combine the two. He'll beat you down and then beat you down verbally. Lovely person. Oh, this is a hard-hitting one. Have they ever thought about suicide? Gosh, that's a bit dark. Yes, he has, at one point in his life. And then he became so strong that he never allowed himself to feel that again. Is your character athletic? What sports do they play, and would they give their all in physical education? Yes, Lawrence is exceedingly athletic. Very athletic indeed. What sports does he play? Anything that would have contact. He specialises in martial arts a lot, but he would not turn his head down to rugby either. And yes, I'd go as far as to say in school, in physical education, everybody was scared of him because of his skills and abilities. So, yeah. He was good. Who does your character like? Do they have a crush, a relationship? Are they mutual or unrequited? Okay, another question. That's like a million questions. Right, Lawrence doesn't like anybody in a romantic way because he doesn't have time for it and doesn't particularly care. Does he have a crush? No. A relationship? No. And it doesn't matter if it's mutual or unrequited because he just doesn't have time for it. He does not care in the slightest. So, no, he's not a romantic person in the slightest. Oh, I like this one. Who in your character's life has made the biggest impact on who they are as a person today? Was that impact for better or worse? And does your character realise the effect it has on them? So the person that's had the biggest effect on Lawrence's life is Skylar Lucan, because he gave him the job at Lucan Weddings. Skylar believed in Lawrence. He saw something that nobody else did see in him. Lucan Weddings gives Lawrence that structure in his life that makes him not go off the rails. So the impact that Skylar had was probably saving Lawrence's life for going off the rails or going into prison, in a nutshell. Lawrence is very boisterous and very reckless, so he can very much live in the present and forget, what Skylar did for him. However, he will never fully forget. He will always have those moments, rare moments, where he is calm and placid, where he will respect Skylar. He will always respect Skylar at all times, but there'll be moments where he shows his gratitude more than other times. So that's it, my freaky darlings. I hope you all had fun during this character chat and found out a little bit more about Lawrence. If you have not purchased Beautiful Night yet, please do. I'm very, very desperate. You can do so in paperback on Amazon. I will put the link in that down below. And yes, happy reading, and I'll see you again for more character chats. Phoebe, can you say bye-bye? See you soon. Oh, I love you. You're so cute.